Dwight breaking out his Charles Barkley impression on the floor during the All-Star game.
I think LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world.
Wait, did Dwight Howard just say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was you. Oh, okay, good. I didn't know the difference.
Well, he's a ventriloquist, too. He's throwing his
now
voice.
You're repeating someone imitating you. Wait, how do you imitate somebody who's imitating you? I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
It gets complicated.
Who wants to weigh in on their favorite moment of the All-Star weekend from Friday through Sunday, right here on the spot, without any pre-thought? What is it?
Whoa, my favorite moment, actually seeing the arena. The players, the games was great. It was spectacular. But, you know, these guys right here, Charles, McHale, guys that came before them, made this stage today. And so thanking them because 100,000 people to set the record. I've never seen this many people in one venue. So just being here is just incredible.
Kevin McHale.
The ginormity of the event, it's just huge. I mean, I agree with you. You looked out there. I stood up here before the game, and it was a sea of people. They started playing the music, and I was getting amped up. I thought about playing, then I thought again, and I said no.
And we're thankful for that.
Yeah, me too.
Kenny and Chuck.
Coming out the tunnel. When you come out that tunnel from the ground floor, it's a different perspective on what it is. So to me, you know, it gives you goosebumps to know that we were part of this, to really make this happen, and this is an unbelievable setting.
Well, for one night, Friday night, all the TNT guys would sit down in the green room. We had one of the greatest conversations about basketball ever. Guys started asking people who was better, who's the best player in high school they played against, who's the best player in college. Eric Snow was involved, Kev, C. Webb,
Steve Smith.
It was one of the great conversations I've ever had about basketball.
And I mean, and it's so tough to narrow things down when you have a weekend like this. I mean, you're watching the young guys on Friday. You watch, like on Saturday, you know, the dunk maybe wasn't as great as it has been in the past, but still you see the guys with incredible skills. And then the Legends Brunch is always a blast. I was there this morning, and Bill Russell's right there, and Oscar Robertson, and it's like you've always talked about. You open up a box of trading cards, and it comes to life at that event every Sunday of All-Star Weekend.
But that's why I've always said the NBA All-Star Game is the best. It is like a walk-in basketball card. The game itself, a lot of guys are not gonna, in any sport, especially football, are going to go out there and kill themselves in the exhibition. But the way the NBA does it, the entire weekend, that's why we had the best All-Star game. And
it all culminates tonight with a 2-point win for the East over the West in the 59th NBA All-Star Game. We'll be back with more here on Inside the NBA. It's presented by Hyundai in just a minute.
Inside the NBA, live from Dallas, Texas, side of the NBA All-Star Weekend is presented by Hyundai. With the styling you'd expect from a high-end SUV at a price you wouldn't expect to pay for one. The all-new Tucson from Hyundai.
And we welcome you back. Everything about this All-Star Weekend has been big and loud, but in the midst of all that, there have been some very special moments, more intimate moments away from the spotlight, and they were provided by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish has young people with life-threatening conditions come to the All-Star Game, the entire All-Star Weekend, and really live out some dreams, some one-on-one time with their favorite stars.
What's your name?
I'm Justin.
Justin?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Oh, man. I am.
When you play during the season, you don't really get a chance to talk to each other.
Yeah, so.
You're trying to kick each other's butt, you know what
I mean, it's kind of like unreal, and then when you meet in person, oh my God. And then
I know the feeling. It's like that for me, too.
I don't even know what to say. That's great.
That's what's up, Chief.
Oh my God, it's great meeting you guys.
Hey.
What up, homie? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
And who your favorite player?
You?
Me? Oh, you so.
I can't speak right now. I'm having so much fun. Just never thought I'd be here to this day. Like a dream come true.
I don't really know what to expect. I'm a little nervous, yeah, but I'm excited as well.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Kobe is the best in the West, and Sean McBride is the best in the East.
Just seeing all of those players, just my heart is still
Dressed to impress. Yeah, you might be better dressed than me. You might be dressed better than me.
I wore this because that last year.
Last year, impress. How you doing? Good? That's nice.
So who's your favorite player? Come on, answer. He's on the West? Chris Paul.
No, he's on the East.
He's on the East? LeBron?
Yeah.
He's all right.
This is my man Ricky, Bryant.
What's up, man?
What's up, boy?
You having a good weekend?
Yeah.
Good. You do anything fun besides me, LeBron?
Ready for the dunk contest?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to see?
Bonk it off the backboard and dunk it.
Off the backboard?
Yeah.
I definitely do that.
But I need you to believe in me so that
okay.
I give you more power, more strength.
Yeah! Hey, Robinson!
You told him to do that, dunk. He said off the back.
Oh!
He got him a first time, ladies and gentlemen! Man, Bryce, look. What the luck charm, man?
It is a wish come true because I told Nate Robinson what to do when he did it, and he won.
Hey, my man Bryce said I was going to win today. He's been my good luck charm. It's my new buddy right here, my new best friend.
Doesn't get any better than that. And these guys always take the time to hang with these kids. And don't think for a second it's always a one-shot deal, because I met one of the kids last year, Colin Kirkpatrick, teenager from Abilene, Texas, and he was here again this year for the All-Star game. Just came as a fan. He was one of the Make-A-Wish kids a year ago, and he met Dirk last year. And last night, after Dirk took part in the Shooting Stars, he spent the next 45 minutes with Colin Kirkpatrick, who we had met the year before through Make-A-Wish. It's just tremendous.
And that's
stuff.
why you have that pin on, is that correct? Yeah, I met with the Sunshine Kids earlier today. My man G.W. Bailey from The Closer, been working with this charity a long time. Met some really special kids earlier. Want to give them a shout out.
Ernie, we always talk about heart and mental toughness. Those kids are tougher than anybody in any league in the world.
And I'll tell you what, all of us right here would say we've been blessed by the game of basketball. And I tell you, to share those blessings with other people is just beautiful. I mean, that really is heartwarming.
Great way to put a capper on All-Star Weekend here in Dallas, Texas, where the East beat the West by a deuce tonight in a game that went right down to the wire. And we're going right down to the wire with this show, Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Wrapping it up on Valentine's night right after this. Hey, if you missed any of this show, you know where you can go? NBA.com. And you can check out other episodes of Inside the NBA presented by Hyundai, or just specific moments from various episodes. Great new website there at NBA.com called Inside the NBA. So NBA.com/Inside the NBA. Time for the Nito Stat of the Night.
It's time for
EJ's Nito Stat of the Night.
Sponsored by nobody.
Not even a sponsor on All-Star Weekend.
We come to the conclusion you just suck.
No. You go ahead and think that, but all I know is I have a new best friend in town.
Who's that?
It's Kenny the Jet Smith,
Yes,
who tonight arranged my meeting with Alicia Keys.
You mean us co-hosts on Saturday Night Live?
But he was at one of them. He says, "I'll get it done."
Shout out to Jeff again.
And he got it done. But that wasn't the only meeting of the night. Here, take a look at this one.